Hello, guys. This is Crimson, and welcome to the MinusTheRumors podcast. I'm here with Not Quite Nerds, Dan and Lens, and Zero from Zero Plays Games. Tonight we have all kinds of fun and news and whatnot and things
And
coming to
probably
you, to your
jokes.
yes, and jokes to your face. Ooh, Twitch
Ooh.
and Beam. Anyways, Zero.
Hey guys, how many of you know about League of Legends? I'm asking minus the rumors as well as the people in the people watching. League of
Never heard of
Legends.
it.
Never heard of it. League of Legends is a real-time strategy MMO not platformer, but a real-time. It's a game.
No, okay.
It's a great time sink. LOL is a great time sink. And if you're good, there's a great way to make money at it in the competition world. League of Legends, Riot Games, baby, is not getting what a lot of people were hoping for. The League of Legends blog posted earlier this week that there will be no new sandbox mode to the game. And the reaction to that blog post was less than desirable to the gaming community. Now, when you have people that put hours and hours and hours and hours into a game that involves like macros is the easiest way I can think of them, combinations of keystrokes on timers with cooldowns for these moves that your characters are playing. A sandbox mode is kind of what people were hoping for to be able to practice these moves. You can set your sandbox to no cooldown timer. You can set it to different enemy types. It's kind of like how every other competitive game has got a sandbox mode of some sort. Counter-Strike has got an AI bot aiming and map learning ability. Help me out here, guys.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Indeed.
I probably have the unpopular opinion on this.
Are you siding with Riot, saying the easiest way to learn the game is to play it
Yeah,
in competitive mode?
I am.
So you're saying the cream of the crop is going to just stay the cream of the crop?
Until
Nobody
somebody
gets
else
better.
can
Nobody gets better.
get
I mean-
gains, man. It's I think that this game is a giant time sink anyway, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that for a game of this magnitude, there's a lot of problem with putting in the time to get good without having something like a sandbox mode.
See,
I mean, I don't get me wrong. I can see where it would be helpful, but is it absolutely necessary? I'm not convinced.
okay, some of these moves in the game have 5-second cooldowns.
Yeah.
Some
and
of
then
them
others
have upwards of 3 and 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it's a move you've just unlocked or never used before, and you're unsure of the combination, you're still agreeing that the easiest way the easiest way to learn that is to be in a competitive game against another player.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if you screw up, well, you take that as a learning lesson. You wait a couple of more minutes, possibly losing the match, and then try again. That's what Riot's response was. Is our stance is that sandbox mode is not the way to go. This is a quote. We want to make sure we're clear. Playing games of League of Legends should be the unequivocal best way for a player to improve.
I tend to agree with that. Yeah.
I can tell you many, many, many responses on Twitter from League of Legends team coaches, as well as teams themselves, and shoutcasters disagree with that.
Yeah, yeah. I knew I was going to be on the unpopular side of the fence.
I don't play the game, so I'm on both sides of it, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't play the game, but I'd be more on the sandbox being way to go. But they took the cheap route out.
yeah. I mean, I don't play it either, but I can kind of see both sides here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
they didn't open with a sandbox mode. So apparently they didn't have any plans to introduce a sandbox mode. I don't know if they teased it, maybe, and that's what everyone is so mad about, but it's only game. Why you have to be mad?
see, Riot is also worried about players driving themselves to be the top of the best of the cream of the crop. When you do add a sandbox, you've got a normal mode that you could go play in.
Yeah.
And then you've got a competitive mode.
Mm-hmm.
If you throw a sandbox underneath that, you'll have they're saying you'll have, I think, the same thing going on that does happen in Counter-Strike. I play Counter-Strike not very often and definitely not very well. But I have been in ranked matches, or even I've been in normal matches too, where you have, Nova ranks and elite masters coming in and smurfing the pubs. And at that time and still I am a just general pub. I'm not even ranked in Counter-Strike, sadly. Yeah, you do. You just go in and you stomp on everyone, and they're worried about that happening too. So
Which it would. I mean, and this is something that people play competitively, but also competitively for money. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I can kind of understand their stance of if you want to get good at the game, play the game.
Yeah.
I guess I can see where y'all are coming from.
Yeah. No shortcut to success. Put in the time.
Well, if you want another giant time sink, then pick up, what I'm holding here, Super Mario 3 or Smash Brothers, or what is this? Super Mario Bros. For NES. But if you're living in the digital age, then, most of us play Minecraft, or have played Minecraft. But Minecraft has started to release snapshots again. Yes!
Yes.
1.9 is around the corner.
Finally.
So with the release of the first snapshot and the second one, we've got a sneak into the 1.9 update, the combat update. So they added all kinds of different things, mostly pertaining to the end. A new shulker mob, new farlands in the end with ender cities, giant structures. I have all kinds of loot. Dragons getting completely overhauled. Apparently, by the time it's done, it's going to be so much harder than it is now. They're adding the Dragon Breath. It's going to be a lot harder. They're adding the Dragon Breath, the cages around. You'll be able to respawn the dragon.
Yes.
After you defeat the dragon, of course, then you can teleport to cities and whatnot and get all kinds of new Harper blocks. Then there's a number of arrows that have been added with potion effects. They're still being balanced and tweaked.
Shield.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to most. Because I'm an arrow man. I like my bows.
Yeah.
And so giving me options
Yeah.
for how I want to kill my victims.
I can't wait. Yeah, your victims being the people you're playing a CTM with. I can't wait until you've got a Flame 2 Power 4 bow and you pop one of us in the back of the head with a Poison 2 arrow or something.
Well, I mean, if you run in front of me,
That's
it's like
what I was about
natural
to say.
selection.
If you
Oh, look, Zero's doing really well fighting that creeper all by himself. I think I will help him out by shooting at said creeper from 100 blocks away and then say, well, why'd you walk in front of me, bro?
Oh, I think probably if the difficulty level is increased in 1.9, that's probably a good thing. This is the reason that so many of us turn to CTMs and challenges and things like that is because regular Minecraft is
gets
not
boring.
challenging
It gets
anymore.
flat. Yes.
It loses
when
its
you
luster.
can I didn't have a death on the iCraft server this season until I literally stripped myself of my armor and allowed Jess to kill me because vanilla Minecraft has no challenge anymore.
I find it
You
plenty
need-
challenging. I mean, Redstone, how's that even work?
Okay, this as far
Okay,
as survival,
fighting.
this is a combat
Combat.
update.
It is the combat update.
update, not a redstone update. As far as surviving in a vanilla world, I don't find any challenge.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
I don't see too much problem with it either.
To add another one of the giant updates was dual wielding. You won't be able to dual wield swords, but dual wielding is now introduced, and shields in one of the upcoming Snapshot. So yes, Minecraft will finally not be pushover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
In
I was hoping
On
to
the
see
same day.
I was hoping to see at least one new like super hostile mob for the overworld, but I guess I can wait
Yeah.
until Minecraft 2.0 comes out.
well, I mean, it's only the first snapshot, first couple of snapshots, I should say.
Right.
Yeah.
Like baby skeletons or something.
There's still hope.
Oh,
I mean, the dragon spits
skeletons.
like some kind of fire acid at you now.
Yeah.
Well, the dragon is going to be extremely tough. Skeletons are now. They were bad before, but now they are brutal.
But they have a draw animation too, so you can see when they're about to shoot.
That's nice.
Oh, they're brutal though. They overcompensate it with the brutality of skeletons.
Yeah.
But in the Minecraft Microsoft news, another thing dropped out the same day on July 29th, 2015. The Windows 10 dropped for Minecraft, which is going to be a cross-platform Minecraft. Right now, it really resembles the Pocket Edition because it is Pocket Edition, but for Windows 10. But in the future, you'll be able to, connect your Xbox, and I don't know how it's all going to work, but
Yeah.
Well,
And
now that
with
you
the-
have UUID instead of player name, you can just everybody's got a unique unique Unicode identification.
Something
Your
like
player ID is now like
yes.
there's enough code there that everyone's gonna get a UUID on mobile, on Xbox. That's how they can cross-platform it, and the fact that the game is all running x86 platform. It's the same game.
Which, by the way, if you own Minecraft, PC, Mac, or whatnot, you can go to Mojang, log in, Windows 10, do Windows 10 edition. Free for other people, it's very cheap. Throw that in. What else is Microsoft doing? Dang.
Yeah, I've got a little bit on Microsoft too that might cause some people to have
squee.
some time suckage going on.
To squee.
Yeah. It's the Rare Replay Collection, now coming to Xbox One. Which means I'm unfortunately probably gonna have to go buy an Xbox One at some point. Because it's got awesome titles. 30 games in total coming out in this Rare Replay Collection. I am most excited about all of the different Banjo-Kazooie games.
Yes.
Banjo and Kazooie. I loved those. Conker's Bad Fur Day is in it. That game was hilarious.
Viva
it's got-
Pinata.
Yeah. Viva Pinata I played a lot on. It's got both of the Perfect Darks and Battletoads. I mean, really, Battletoads. It's got everything I need for a Saturday night of nostalgia. So,
I'm sad at the same time though.
how does this make you sad? I'm nothing but elated.
I love Rare, but it doesn't have Donkey Kong anywhere in it. I want to play Donkey Kong. I'll have to bust out my Super Nintendo though. I mean, I can get these 30 extra games and be like, hey, and be happy. But the thought of Donkey Kong Country on super HD, awesome TV-ness.
That would be nice.
That would be super nice.
But, you know, I mean, even without it, there are a lot of good games in here. Like I said, a 30-game collection in all.
Killer Instinct.
Yeah,
You get an Xbox One, you and I can play.
yeah, I might have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just might have to.
Perfect. Perfect.
I sense that disturbs you.
No, I'll play it. Go ahead. Buy it.
Split the cost with me then.
We're in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
Microsoft is they're like throwing down right now with Sony, basically, with all of their announcements. They're a little behind the PS4 still in the console wars.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, I was a big fan of the PS4 when it came out. But I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 now.
It's starting to tear, my opinion, anyway.
We have the PS4.
Yeah.
We did not get Xbox One. We went the PS4 route, but now I kind of want an Xbox One. I don't know, but Gamescom happened recently.
Yes.
And there were some announcements that were made. Some of them were also kind of teased or announced at E3 as well. But Microsoft has decided to start enabling backwards compatibility
Finally.
between the Xbox One and an Xbox 360, which right now PlayStation's not doing that. I don't have any games, at least. I don't have any games on PS4 that are backwards compatible. Do you know of any, Danny?
Any 3 games
That'll play on
that
a
we
4?
can play on 4? Yeah, I'm not sure if we have any or not. But then again,
Nothing that we had on 3 was compatible with 4.
yeah.
I'd say I always thought, I assumed that PlayStation would be backwards compatible, or it was backwards compatible. I guess I never looked into it. I remember there was a big hoopla when the Xbox One did come out because of the non-backwards compatibility, and that's still a thing.
Yeah.
But
We had just gone out and gotten a fair number of PS3 games also right before, Christmas time when the PS4 happened.
when the PS4 magically was dropped off by
When
Santa.
it magically appeared.
When I bought my Xbox One, I got rid of all my Xbox 360 games because it wasn't backwards compatible. And now all of a sudden I can play all of my games soon.
That's nice.
I'm actually angry about this news. Just a little
Wow.
bit. It's my own fault. I'm the one that got rid of my games. I took them over to GameStop. I traded them all in
Yeah,
for
I
like
mean-
3 cents a piece,
Did you
Yeah.
did you think you were never going to pull out the 360 again?
My 360 lit on fire.
Okay, well, you know what?
Okay,
that
well,
actually,
that's
I'm
one
not even
reason then.
surprised. I don't even know why I asked.
The disk drive in it for some reason hit some record temperature, shattered the game that was in it, and then just proceeded to roll smoke.
Yeah, I don't even
Lovely.
look at the
Love.
last.
I mean, I'd been playing it for 17 and a half hours straight, but
Oh, it should have taken that.
There it
it
is.
should have. It should have
Should've
taken it.
that. I played for 60 something hours straight when GTA
It was a
5 came out.
It was a
on
refurb.
360.
I don't understand. It was a refurbished, and it was
Right.
like 1 week out of warranty, and it was just sitting there melting on my
Wow.
fireplace mantle.
Conspiracy.
I did that to a subwoofer.
I'm over here.
Yes.
I'm over here. I'm the Nintendo fanboy for life, so I'm like, hi. I'm in the corner watching. Hi.
When's Nintendo gonna release a new console?
Oh man.
I know.
Next year, so.
Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much. Yeah.
Yes. What is it? It's the new Wii something or other, right?
It's it's very secretive.
Yeah, it is
It's-
pretty
I was about to
secretive.
say, like,
Winning
didn't
you.
we talked about this like a couple of weeks ago
We've
about
talked
how
about it.
they went to E3 and they were like, "Hey guys, guess what? We
We're
can't
go-
tell you."
We're gonna do. Guess what, guys? Guess what? Hey, everybody, look over here. There's things coming, and we can't tell you none of it.
Stuff and things. So
Well,
they're also getting. Stuff and things. You can call.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say to defend them a little bit because I'm the Nintendo fanboy. Like at that point, they knew their president was about to die, so
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the stuff and things.
Yeah. So what other stuff and things comes with this Xbox? You said there was a bunch of features. Backwards
There's new
compatibility.
Backwards compatibility is one announcement they made. New interface is another announcement they made. That's not surprising. It's powered by Windows 10. Everybody kind of expected that. DVR playback.
That's a little interesting.
I don't know how they're gonna get this to work. Apparently, really, apparently you will be able to DVR shows subscription free.
Yeah. Using your hard drive.
So, I pay for DVR.
But you don't have an Xbox One.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying I pay for DVR
Mm-hmm.
through my cable company.
Mm-hmm.
You
Time
could get it for
Warner.
free.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me I slap an Xbox One in my household and I can call Time Warner and say, hey, these DVR boxes, I don't need them anymore. You can stop charging me per box.
Yes.
That I
The
use.
Xbox One has got a cable in as well as a out on the back
So
of it.
what does my cable company think of this, and when is that war going to happen?
Yeah. I wouldn't do that right away, though. I still want to see more specifics on it. Like, how much can you record at one
How
time?
much can you? Yeah, because we just upgraded our
'Cause-
DVR and we can record like all the TV ever.
Yeah.
I tell you, if you've got games on your Xbox One, it's going to be pretty limited because the Xbox is HD. I mean, it's not 4K, it's not 1080, it's 720 HD. But I have two games. I have a golf simulator on my Xbox One currently called the Golf Club. It's beautiful.
Sounds so exciting.
It's relaxing. And I have Grand Theft Auto 5 on the hard drive of my Xbox One, my 500 gigabyte hard drive. And my hard drive is 60.8% full.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So they also announced Halo Wars 2.
Woo.
Yeah.
And
that was a shocker.
That was truly like a surprise announcement. It's supposed to be coming in the fall of 2016. That wasn't something that was anticipated or that people thought, oh, let's go to Gamescom so we can hear this announcement that we think is going to happen.
Right.
They have a new chat pad on their controllers.
That's so nice.
I was about to say I'm not a fan of the chat pad.
No, you don't.
So-
You don't understand. Like, how do you message on PlayStation? Do you send messages? Can you do that between other users?
Yeah, it's scroll click.
Scroll click.
Scroll click, scroll click, scroll
See,
click.
that's the thing. Chatpad gives you a QWERTY keyboard that you can
Oh, no,
unplug
no.
and plug
I
in from the bottom of your
understand
controller.
The purpose of the chat pad. I generally, if I'm on console, I'm not chatting with other players.
Yeah.
Perhaps
I mean,
I
but
should have
it's-
specified.
It's utilitarian.
It is,
You
yeah,
pop
if-
it on and off
Yeah,
as
if
you
you
need it.
you can just pull it and it'll come right out of the bottom of the controller.
Yeah.
I think you should buy the limited edition 1 terabyte Xbox coming out, though.
Well, that's what I was just about to talk about, actually. That's another thing that they announced.
Oh, yeah?
So, if you need more space, if you know you're going to need more space, don't buy a 500 gig Xbox One. Get the 1 terabyte limited edition Halo Xbox One.
But it's only $500.
Yes.
Or you could just go buy a PS4 that has a standard drive spacing that you could swap out your own drive for any hard drive into.
That's the thing. Xbox
Did you
One
just say
supports
PS4 in the middle
Xbox
of
One-
my Xbox thing.
Yeah,
Xbox
maybe I
One
did.
supports additional hard drives. You can just go buy externals and plug them in to the multiple Massive USB ports in the back of it.
Well, yeah, but who wants a big ugly external with your nice, pretty limited edition Xbox?
For the low price of $200, Microsoft just released this week a 2 terabyte Xbox One hard drive.
Huh.
It's external. You can buy a whole bunch of them because you can only plug them in one at a time.
Yeah.
But is it? But is it? You know,
It's not as pretty as a Halo 5 Xbox. No, it's not limited edition. It's mass produced.
If you could plug just any old external into it, though, I would much rather go with a WD 4 terabyte for $130 and be done with it.
Exactly. Now the limited edition Halo 5 Xbox One comes with a digital copy of Halo 5.
Yeah. That is true.
So your digital copy, how much of your 1 terabyte is that going to take up?
Consoles do tend to come with the game.
But they're digital copy. So how much of your 1 terabyte do you actually end up with after it's installed? Just food
Devil's
for thought.
advocate. Yeah.
You might want to purchase an extra hard drive anyway.
The devil has a lot of advocates tonight.
Yeah, it does. Good God.
Congratulations on your representation, Satan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so all of that stuff happened basically over the past week or so. You know what else happened?
What?
No.
What's that?
Stuff and things.
Dota 2 got DDoSed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What?
it wasn't. I mean, it's not surprising. Look, Minecraft got DDoSed a couple of weeks ago. None of us could get into any of the servers that we play on.
Yeah.
This happens all the time now. It doesn't always happen when you're trying to have a competition with an $18 million prize pool.
Woo.
That might hurt a little more.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Just, I mean, just a little note there. It's really not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. They just had to, delay the entire tournament while they resolved their DDoS issue because they don't have any platform that's not online.
Right, they used to be LAN based. Dota, used to be LAN based. You would need multiple computers in the same spot hooked together.
I don't know if Dota ever was or not. I know that most games have a LAN-based feature, but apparently Dota 2 does not
Dota
have
used
that.
to be LAN based. It used to be, and now everybody runs Steam servers, Valve servers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there was nothing that could be done except to resolve the issue and have the players wait.
So
until
sad.
they could compete
Lovely.
for their
Pause.
$18 million.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
slightly funny in a cynical way, but still, not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys are trying to win some money and all, but you hang on because people be sending these packets.
What I want to know is was that intentional?
You never know.
I don't know if it was or not, or if it was just something that happened by chance. But it seems to me like it was probably an intentional attack at that time.
I mean,
Well, the thing is, hadn't the competition already launched at that point? Wasn't it in the middle of it?
I don't know whether or not it was in the middle. I didn't get to catch it live.
Because if it was in the middle of it, it could have been like conspiracy, losing
could have
team.
been.
Yeah,
Like,
that could
do
have
it now.
yeah affected the outcome.
that's speculation and rumor, and not what Minus the Rumors is all about.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I retract that
generally,
statement.
when you throw the word "if" in front of a statement, it's it's not
Speculation.
proclaiming that that's what happened. But
Right, but nobody has come forward to claim this DDoS attack yet.
No.
no.
Interesting. It was.
But I mean, they were back online in the afternoon. It wasn't too late, so it's not like they had to wait until 2:00 in the morning and everybody played, exhausted or anything like that. They got back up a little after 4:00 in the afternoon.
Right. So, Dano, you finally went and took a nap at 4:00 in the afternoon, stopped DDoSing the Dota servers?
Never know. Never know.
Nah.
I say nothing.
No comment at this time.
No comment.
No comment.
You have to go through my lawyer's office.
Kids, DDoSing is not cool, by the way.
No, it really
It,
isn't.
It's really irritating as crap. Stop it.
it doesn't make you an elite hacker.
No, anybody can do it. Stop it.
Right. Yeah, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. This has been a public service announcement.
This
From
is your
Minus the
public service
Rumors.
announcement.
Stop.
Now we just need that Shia LaBeouf video with the word "don't" just snipped into the beginning of it.
Don't
Don't do
do it.
Still love that video.
We should make that. That would be awesome.
I listen to that video going to sleep.
I don't know
Well,
what
the
you're
more
doing.
stuff and things.
Yeah, more stuff and things.
Yes, more stuff and things. Before we dig ourselves into a deeper hole.
Please.
So, last Saturday, there was a certain Votable UHC that happened, Season 2 Finals. So, for you that don't know, Votable is this place. It's like if Facebook and Reddit, baby, have Votable. But a bunch of Minecraft servers got together, and they had a UHC. They raised over $2,800 for Nepal, was where the giant earthquake happened that decimated that area of the world. It went wonderful. I was in the moderator chat. Special thanks to the moderators and whatnot. But congratulations to Steamcraft, the winners of the Votable UHC. Then second place went to last season's winners for Vanilla, and third place went to Valkyries.
Woo.
Yes, it was a very
Yeah.
exciting UHC.
This one moved a little faster than previous ones. We all watched it, by the way.
Yes.
And it was crazy exciting. A lot faster than it has been in previous UHCs. And I think that was, it was designed that way intentionally.
Yes. If only they could be a little bit faster, because 5.5 hours is still kind of long, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, it is. It's a commitment. But,
It's a
but it's a sizable UHC too.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's the number of teams that are in these
Yes.
UHCs is just amazing, and that's how they're able to raise so much money. This is not the first time that one of these Votable UHCs has raised over $2,000 for Nepal in some way. And Mati Nepal is actually an organization that is assisting in the human trafficking situation in Nepal.
Yeah.
So originally it was, it was a relief fund that we were all donating to, and we do all, we've got teams that are playing. It's Bottle Rocket Gaming or iCraft or somebody that we're affiliated with somehow, and we're donating to support those people, but we're also donating to support the organization. So the organization currently for the past 2 UHCs has been this human trafficking organization, which I would imagine with the structure of government being weakened by a huge natural disaster like that, all of the other charities that are there to handle situations like this are even more in need, because the focus is elsewhere right now. The focus is on the relief from the natural disaster.
But in all, we raised $5,000, which is insane for this.
between
their
all of them.
first attempt with a UHC. The season 1, season 2 were technically combined. Semifinals was the first one. But yeah, if you want to go rewatch the Votable UHC, you can go to Votable, go to the Minecraft, and just look for the players who are posting their videos, because a lot of them are YouTubers. Then while you're there, you can go over to the MinusTheRumors Votable page and give us a follow.
Right. Other stuff and things. We're heading into tech. Wow. Bring it on, tech. We got a lot of video that we play here on Minus the Rumors for these stories that we come up with and things like that. We watch a lot of video, and it's taxing. Streaming, it's taxing on your internet. Comcast, oh, I wish they would offer to help, but they haven't yet. I have Comcast Business Class at home, and this is starting to sound a little bit like a commercial, so I'm just going to say this is our next story. I have Comcast Business Class internet at home. I don't use their residential because I have enough throughput per month that I go over my data cap. Comcast is rolling out 2 gigabit internet service. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's insane.
Like right now, I'm on a 105. I have a 105 megabit download speed and a 15.8 megabit upload speed. And 2,000 up and down. Oh, the thought of that is just...
Yeah.
It makes me warm and fuzzy.
20 times the power that you already control.
It's more than 20 times. It would be
Yeah.
more than 20 times my upload speed. Because
Definitely.
their 2 gigabit service that they're coming out with is twice as fast as Google Fiber.
Wow.
This is probably all in response to fiber.
It is. Fiber's coming
I
out.
would imagine so.
Fiber's coming out. It's coming out hard.
Yeah.
And
Of course,
wanna
I'd
know-
still
I
be
would like
happy
to-
just to see fiber. We can't get anything where we live.
We have cable. At least
yeah.
we're not stuck with DSL
right.
Yeah,
or
true.
satellite or something like that.
Right.
But we pay for the absolute highest internet package available, and we still pull 70 down.
Speaking
and
of
6 up.
paying for it, the 2 gigabit service from Comcast is going to cost a buttload of cash. It is $300 a month. While you can get it on promo right now for $159 a month for 3 years, which is, half of its price, it still costs $1,000 to set up. It's $500 for the installation and then $500 for the
Up to.
down payment lease on your modem.
And up to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This
It won't
this
go
is-
higher than
It will not go higher than $1,000.
I would be really shocked, like just absolutely floored, if some of those activation and installation fees were not waived.
Yeah, for specialty promos and stuff.
Right. Now,
But,
previously though,
Because
Comcast had a package that was more expensive than $300 a month for internet. Gigabit Pro, their 1 gig internet, was $399 a month, and that was 505 meg each way, up and down.
Wow.
So that's 4 times the speed of that, and it's less.
This is
Yes.
Gigabit Pro that they are setting up.
Oh wait, no,
They're
it's
going to
yeah,
switch.
it is. What was their 505 meg called? It wasn't Gigabit Pro. You're right. I was wrong.
They're gonna switch those users though to Gigabit Pro. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 505 is going away. Let me log into my Comcast business
as
account
it
real quick.
should, obviously, since it's
Oh, definitely.
$100 more than Gigabit Pro.
But still, I mean, that's a heavy hit. $159 a month for person. For individuals paying that. That's what drives piracy. Just saying it right there.
I'm on the fence about this because
Are you saying fast internet drives piracy?
I'm saying $159 a month internet drives piracy. Like, man, I want all that speed. Now I can't afford cable, television, or food, or gas.
I didn't quite know where you were coming from with that. I thought you were talking about that's like pirating your next door neighbor's internet or something. I didn't know you were going
Yeah.
that
No,
route.
I have all this internet speed. Now I need to, go
Download
sit in the
the
movie
internet.
theater with a video camera in my lap.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no.
It really doesn't. And
It
if it were available here, I would pay it.
you have to pay to play, and it is available in limited markets through the states of Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Tennessee, and California, and
Not in Texas.
only in certain cities and metropolitan areas in those states.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not,
like-
not in Texas.
With that in mind, well, it's in Georgia, so I'm good. But with that in mind, I did want to point out that if you were to put the Gigabit Pro map and overlaid it on the Google Fiber map, they do not match up. Besides Atlanta, they're targeting really for right now. Google Fiber is in the middle of the U.S. Obviously, Comcast's is. It's not. It's from Florida to Michigan and then California. They're going to be two completely different areas of the country, so you won't really have your pick, except you are in lovely, wonderful state of Georgia. Get your pick.
Atlanta.
That is it.
If you're
That's
in
the only.
Atlanta, you will be able to choose. That's not an accident. Number one, they don't have to compete with Google.
Obviously.
And, number two, Google now has to compete with them in these locations when they expand.
Right.
So,
Time Warner,
yeah.
when are you jumping into this
Well,
mix?
if you are interested too in Comcast Gigabit Pro, you cannot get it at a residence yet, and it takes 6 to 8 weeks to install. Just so you know, before everybody goes canceling their internet right now, don't do that, because number one, you're still watching our stream, but number two, it requires a 2-year contract to sign and takes 6 to 8 weeks to install.
Yeah.
And it's only going to be available within a third of a mile from Comcast's actual hard fiber line, which is not Comcast fiber optic internet. That is the fiber line for all of Comcast's internet.
It's the trunk line.
I will make it really clear that if this option were available to me, I would pay for it. However, there is a comparison to make between the fact that this is $300 a month with installation fees, and Google Fiber is roughly $70 a month, depending on the market that they're in.
Right.
And AT&T has a gigabit service also, and they run about 70 to 150, depending on the market that they're in.
AT&T also has a rider in any of their high speed to be able to see. They watch you, see what you're doing with their gigabit.
Oh yeah, I've heard that AT&T, if you don't want them to watch your browsing, it costs more money.
Yep. They actually,
I don't
they
care if
literally.
watch my browsing.
You're not a guy.
Do you guys care if AT&T knows that you look up some porn?
No. No,
Okay,
not
then.
really.
Okay, then.
I mean, they're probably
haven't
monitoring
seen that.
it anyway.
I have some friends with AT&T, but I haven't actually seen that rider, so I will not speak on that. I will just fly right on by that. I will fly by it in my flying car that I've reserved.
Really?
Really? No reaction?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, do you
I've
expect us
reserved
to
my,
believe that you've reserved a flying car?
well, we already know you've gone crazy, so we just expect it at this point. Fine.
Right.
I'm not going to read that. The TerraFugia PFX and several other models are currently in development. The company, TerraFugia, which maybe I'm saying it right. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It's TerraFugia.
They say that they actually plan to release these car-plane hybrid vehicles by the year 2021. Which for someone, kind of old like me, seems like it's way in the future, but that's actually 6 years from now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in the early 2000s anymore. They're working on a prototype. They're working with MIT. They have millions and millions of dollars of funding. And they have one which, they hook you in with this kind of like concept look with these little jet things on the side, and it's real sleek in design and stuff like that. In actuality, the concept that they have right now
Looks
looks
like
a
a car with wings that fold up on the side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's actually a different design. That's the transition.
Yeah. But the TFX, the one that they're pushing as their, prototype car, there's not an actual physical
There's not a physical
working
prototype. Exactly.
prototype yet
Yeah.
for
One-
this little bubble
one looks
UFO in the sky.
One looks like the one that they actually have looks like a little plane, like a thing you'd see today, and the thing there,
it looks like a little personal airplane.
looks like a jet.
Yeah.
The one they're proposing looks like a jet that would be in Star Wars or something. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
The difficulty people say with these hybrids is that you end up with a product that is not a great car and is also not a great plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, you sacrifice on both ends. This has been done many times before with the Sky Car, and Fulton made one, and Waterman made the Aerobill.
Yep.
And none of them have taken off. But apparently, TerraFugia thinks that they have the magic formula. Also, by the way, when you go into fly mode in these cars, you don't actually fly the
Yeah,
car.
that's worth noting. It's
There's
all
you don't need a
autopilot.
pilot license. It is autopiloted in that mode.
Autopilot at 200 miles an hour.
Which is that just scares me, really.
Yeah.
I feel kind of Minority Report-ish when that happens.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys remember that movie?
Vaguely.
Maybe it's too old.
That's Tom Cruise, right?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Maybe. Okay, yes.
I'm
if
I'm
you're
too young
so,
for this.
if you're so intent on yes, then
It's
Yes,
definitely
Tom Cruise was in Minority
Definitely
Report.
Tom
I
Cruise.
can barely remember it.
Okay, we've missed our target.
Uh-huh.
if Danny can't remember it, there it goes.
Speaking of,
I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
I'll tell you what,
Okay.
if you don't want to go flying at 200 miles an hour, and speaking of old movies, how many of you guys remember Back to the Future 2?
Oh no. Okay, now you're in my
Obviously.
genre. Watch that like
Yeah.
776 times.
Wake up, world! It's 2015. When do we get
I'm
our
still a little too
hoverboard?
young, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes. Wake up, world. When do we get our hoverboard? It's 2015. In Back to the Future 2, Marty McFly goes back to 2015
And
Well,
rides a hoverboard.
and rides a hoverboard. And people have been saying it for the last couple of years. Hey, guys, it's 2015's right around the corner. Science, you have X many years, and they would insert the picture of the hoverboard. Guess what Lexus just made? The first functional hoverboard.
Yeah?
It's real. It works. It doesn't work like it did in the movie.
No.
It uses super cooled superconductors in this hoverboard, and it basically operates on the same principle of the maglev trains over in Japan. You got giant electromagnet in the ground, and then you've got these conductors sitting above it, and it just refuses to connect. You just kind of stay there in a stasis. But
Yeah.
it is frictionless. It works as long as the conductors are still cooled. And they do need to be refrigerated down to 200 degrees below 0 centigrade.
Yeah.
So that's freaking cold. So you're not going to go for hours at a time, but it's frictionless and fast, and I can't wait to see what it's going to bring in the world. It floats about 1 inch off of the rail in the ground, off of the metal, the metal electromag rail. You got about a 1 inch float height. So I used to skate, believe it or not. I used to skateboard.
I could believe that.
People have compared it to, yeah, I was no good at it. I've done a lot of things in my life and have not been good at most of them. But I had a hard time balancing on a skateboard. Can you imagine? And people are saying this is nothing like a skateboard because there's no wheels underneath.
Yeah.
You're not balancing on the center point of the truck. This is more like grinding on a rail.
Yeah.
So if you tip too hard, you make contact with the ground.
Then I would assume you just get launched off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean,
So,
it is. It's
One of you can go.
No. I speak. Did the middle of my sentence interrupt at the beginning of yours, princess?
Did you just call
No,
me princess?
Yes, I did on stream.
We're gonna go rounds, Krim.
Bring it. I expect it's like snowboarding without the boots.
Yes, that's what it's been compared to.
That's what I would think it's like.
In fact, in the videos I've seen of it, people are saying you don't take a skateboarder's stance on it. It's more toes forward, kind of like old school snowboarding.
Yeah. And
Remember when snowboards didn't have the boots built into it, and you did stand on it, one foot in front of the other?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just like that.
You get if you're lighter, you get a little more clearance off the ground. So there's motivation for your diet.
Right.
You can actually get a couple of inches off the ground, which gives you a little more height to lean and steer.
Right.
If you are a little bit on the lighter side.
And be careful, though, about how hard you lean, because the littlest bit of contact with the ground, seeing as how the conductors are placed center and in the board in the bottom, if you lean too far, you'll catch the sides of that board on the ground, and then apparently that's enough. That little bit of friction is enough to bring your party to a crash.
Yeah, of course.
To a crashing halt, yes. But way to go, Lexus. People have been
Innovation.
saying, hey, you got till 2015, and then 2015 rolled around and only took you a couple of months into it. Good job.
Good job.
I commend thee.
So when we do get them, we can watch them on YouTube because I'll be doing flips and whatnot. But YouTube's video view counter will no longer get stuck at 301 views, 302, 301 plus, whatever. So that feature is now going away because they're making it better.
They say.
They say.
So what is it going to do?
Believe
Is
it
it going to give you an accurate count after 300 views?
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be just a much more accurate count of the, so it won't stop at 301. So as long as they're genuine, apparently it's going to be easier for them to sort out what's genuine views and what's bots. Is going to be much easier. The only downside to this is going to a video, seeing it stuck at 301, and knowing it's a new video.
Right. Unless you're, any single one of us.
Mhm.
Then if it's stuck at 5, then it's
It's a
probably
new
pretty
video.
old.
Yeah. If
Well,
if any one of us is at 301 views on a video, it's probably been up for a couple of months
For years.
or years. It was a
Yeah,
joke.
That's most people know, but it has been kind of a joke for a long time, that 301. How can you have 301 views and 1,000 likes, stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's
Yeah.
to filter out the bots, and apparently now they say they can do that in real time.
I don't mind if bots are watching my videos as long as they're watching the ads too.
As long as YouTube doesn't know that they're bots and, takes them away as a view. Fine. Okay.
Right.
Bring it on.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you my channel name because I really don't want bots on my channel.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean,
Even though we all know that Never mind.
Yeah, it's already out there, Lindsay.
I
It's
can't
just too
even-
late for that.
I'm pretty sure it was at the
What do you
beginning
mean?
of this podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just
Be
don't,
sure to
you know,
subscribe.
just- don't rewind. Don't rewind.
Wow.
Why? Yes.
Yeah, so in a very strange twist that I've found in the tech arena,
Mm-hmm.
Tinder is doing something quite odd, and I think I like it.
Tinder?
Although, yes, Tinder, the dating app, or
Swipe
more
left, swipe right
popularly-
Tinder?
Yeah, more popularly known as not the dating app, but the Are You Free to Bang Tonight app. It's doing something that is entirely non-romantic related. And no, you are not allowed to join, and neither am I. And probably none of our viewers, I don't know, unless, I mean, let me know. Anybody from the Forbes 30 under 30 list viewing us right now? Because you will be able to join.
So,
It is.
I don't think they are.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think.
so
I'm that
Tinder
lucky.
has done something completely exclusive for 30. For
Yes.
30.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
30 under 30 members, what they're doing is trying to promote intermingling, I guess you could call it, and more of a network between these 30 under 30 Forbes members, and draw more attention and draw more young geniuses to the Forbes empire. But it is only going to be available to these 30 under 30 members
Right.
for networking, which I'm actually hoping that this isn't just a publicity thing, and that something good could actually come out of this.
See that?
Because it is kind of ingenious if you can get these people to use it.
Exactly. If you can get them to use it. And,
Exactly. Yeah.
you know, I don't think too many 30 under 30 members are going to be going, oh, Tinder, I better get on that train. Well,
Well, you
there might
never
be a
know.
couple of them. You know.
Have you ever tried to meet a 30 under 30 member on Tinder? I mean,
No, but I'd have to imagine that, you know, the first line of their profile on regular Tinder would be like, my bank account has this much money in it.
Wow.
wow.
We're sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I don't think any of the 30 under 30, group is going to watch this. But if you do, and your profile doesn't say that, we're sorry.
Yeah. Oh man.
We are not punishing you for your success.
I'm jealous of your success, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm really jealous of
it's
your
jelly
success.
syndrome.
It's jelly syndrome.
It is. I'm jealous.
Great.
Strawberry.
Strawberry jelly syndrome?
I'm with you, actually. I really prefer strawberry.
I'm more of
Yes.
a raspberry kind of guy.
I like red plum.
I'm gonna
Now
stop
that
naming
you-
flavors
Friends.
now.
Like-
Now
yeah.
that you know all of our jelly preferences,
So, Facebook
Mm.
has jumped into the live streaming boxing arena. Now, so Facebook has jumped into the live streaming craze, apparently. So every social media has jumped into some kind of streaming. So Twitter's got Periscope. Then Facebook now has Live. It's called Live, but no one, not just anyone can use it. Only celebrities.
Mhm.
oh,
Is
so it's another.
So
If he wants-
yeah,
exclusivity
that's what I was about
thing.
to say. So it's another exclusive group.
Mhm.
Are all of the 30 under 30 considered to be celebrity enough to use this?
No. That's
Probably
just my
most of
jealousy talking.
so and to be specific, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Serena Williams have already lined up to do broadcasts, and Apparently, news broadcaster Lester Holt and lifestyle maven Martha Stewart. That's something to look
Wait a
forward
minute,
to,
Lester
I guess.
Holt?
Yeah, Lester Holt's gonna
Lester
do it.
Holt from the CBS Evening News.
Uh-huh.
is live streaming his
Man.
life on Meerkat. Yeah.
Oh.
I would totally watch Martha Stewart live stream on Meerkat.
This just
Really?
makes me upset that Brian Williams is gone because, Brian Williams totally would have signed up for this.
No, he wouldn't.
Now it's Lester Holt. I'm kidding, Lester. I love you.
I don't think Brian Williams would have.
He would have.
I don't think he would.
I'm
Yeah,
good
he
with
totally
Zero.
would have.
I don't think he would have.
I don't think
No,
he would
I
have
totally
because
would have. Totally
then
would
people
have.
would know the truth instead of being able to say I was there.
Yeah, no, he totally would have. He went on the Daily Show with Jon Stewart to make fun of himself, so he totally would have signed up for this.
If you're watching in the audience, let us know.
Yeah, vote.
What do
Can
you
we
think?
can we send out a straw poll? Would
Yeah, create a
Brian
poll.
Williams participate in this or not? Yes or no? Those are the only two options.
But yes, Facebook has jumped into the craze. I don't know how big it's going to be. The only thing is, Facebook does have 0.5 billion people who log on to the site per month. So that is what they've got going for them.
They do
We'll
have
see.
an audience.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
They have an
just
audience.
getting that audience to care, basically.
Mhm.
Which is,
Mhm.
I mean, it poses a little bit of a problem. Getting them to care.
Guys, if you're watching, why watch that when you come here
Exactly.
and see your friends? Minus the
Exactly.
rumors.
Exactly.
And at an undisclosed date in 2016, unfortunately, I have to say, why would you come here to watch us when you could go watch Deadpool?
That's right.
By the way, there probably won't be a cast that night.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
I will be
movies
going
don't.
to.
No, movies don't release on Saturdays.
That's
We're
okay.
good.
I'm
We're
off
good.
on Saturdays, and I'll probably be at the movie theater.
Yeah,
I'll probably
along
be
with
there
rest
during
of
the
us.
day.
Yeah.
I'm not planning any
Yeah.
collabs for the entire month of February 2016.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But more specifically on Deadpool, what I wanted to talk about with this, because we all, well, I assume we all, if you're a good Deadpool fan, you did. We all saw the leaked trailer
Of
for
course.
Deadpool, which was
Of course.
amazing.
Mhm.
Even in its grainy 144p
Shaky cam.
shaky cam, it was still amazing. We've all seen the released version of it now,
Mm-hmm.
which was even more amazing, and might have caused some people sexual pleasure, not naming any names.
Okay.
But out of all of this, what I find the most amazing, and just this is another public service announcement. If you did not see it, you need to go watch the teaser trailer for the Red Band trailer. Because I don't think I have ever seen a teaser this hilarious in my entire existence.
It was pretty funny.
It
Yes.
was amazing. It brought such emotion.
Emotion. That's what we're going with.
Yeah.
It brought the giggles.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The excites.
Yeah. And I mean, it's 20th century. I mean, they're trying to grow their sense of humor. And
Yeah.
and I mean, even
And
at the
yeah.
expense of themselves.
Right.
It's just I give
Yeah.
them kudos, and that's basically, the gist of what I had to say about this is, for God's sake, if you have not seen this teaser trailer, go right after we get off the air, because please, come on, we got a couple more stories.
Don't leave
for
yet.
you. But right after we say goodbye, please, for the love of God, go watch this teaser if you have not already seen it,
Mm-hmm.
because
It's
it's
worth it.
amazing.
It's worth it. It was really funny. Yeah, so Deadpool obviously is going to be your typical like action-packed Marvel movie, and it's going to have probably a more than typical amount of comedy in it, which is
Typical,
awesome.
only R-rated.
Which, yeah, a more than typical amount of are for risque comedy.
Gonna be amazing.
I'm all in favor of it.
I might take an entire week off so I can just go to the theater every day.
I'm all in favor of it. There's going to be, a trip to the nearby town of Houston so that we can see it in, really awesome theaters with really awesome people. I'm not available that weekend. I'm not available. I'm sorry. I can't collab with you on your CTMs or whatever you want to do. I can't. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm about to be busy on. In other words. No, really. Where were you going to go with that?
In other words, that weekend I will be hosting MTR by myself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It'll just be Crimson, like with the latest Deadpool news, because we'll be texting from the theater.
Live tweeting Deadpool. Yeah.
Yeah. So at some other point, I'm gonna reserve another weekend to myself.
But
For what?
that sounds suggestive. Could you please explain quickly?
Yes.
Hey, I mean,
yeah.
I do it for the views.
What are you doing for the views by yourself?
Anyways,
This is how rumors get started. We do not approve
We
of
don't know.
rumors.
We are minus the rumors. No, I will be reserving another weekend for myself, probably in the month of October at some point, assuming that all of this has come together. I want to have a weekend alone with the live streaming, not the live stream, but the streaming service Shudder.
Okay.
That is it is a horror flick streaming service. And so Colin Geddes, again with the names, I don't know. I'm thinking it's Geddes. Is Shudder's lead curator, and the question that was posed to him by Entertainment Weekly was, why do you have a streaming service for horror movies when a lot of these are available on Netflix and Amazon and wherever else? And basically his answer was kind of what horror fans like myself want to hear, and that is, this is all horror films. You don't understand. This is not, we didn't curate these just based on, what new content was out. We actually handpicked, the movies. Like, there's a rating system for them, and different categories of, some people like gory horror and some people like suspense horror. And so they've got them divided into their appropriate categories. Whereas on Netflix, you're really just going to get horror. Mm-hmm. And your slasher films and your suspense films, and everything is going to be all in that same category. So Shudder,
I might use this just sheerly for the subcategory of zombies.
Zombie Jamboree is a category of movie on this streaming platform, as is The Unraveling Mind, which is where I will live.
I bet you'll be watching The Cell on The Unraveling Mind.
I've seen The Cell.
I love The Cell. J-Lo.
I mean, Hexes and Ooze is another category.
Hexes
So
and
if you're-
Ooze.
yeah, if you're into,
Amityville
like-
Horror. Oh no, that might be in The Unraveling Mind too.
Curses and witches and black magic and stuff like that.
Hocus Pocus will be in there.
I mean, I guess depending on how you feel about Bette Midler, Hocus Pocus could.
She's the scariest damn thing I've ever seen.
So do you trust the guy? Do you trust this guy to pick your movies for you and categorize them appropriately? He lists three, like his kind of like top 3 films. He lists Pulse, which if you saw the American version of Pulse, I'm so sorry. I really do apologize. Don't hold it against the original Pulse, which is a Japanese horror film, which will scare the poop out of you. Let the Right One In. If you saw the American version of Let the Right One In, I'm so sorry. Please do not hold it against the original Swedish version, which
Wasn't
was
the American
much better.
version just called Let Me In?
Yes.
Yeah. And An American Werewolf in London, which if you saw the remake of An American Werewolf in London, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the remake of American Werewolf in London was American Werewolf in Paris, and the best part about that movie was boobs.
Please don't hold it against the original American Werewolf in London. But yeah, he puts those kind of in his I don't know if it's his top 3 list or if it was just 3 examples, but they're all fantastic.
Yeah, that's his favorite 3.
And they're all available on Shudder.
My favorite horror movie is The Entity. You want to talk about some scare?
The Entity. Is that not the film that contains like ghost molestation?
Yes.
I mean, not the molestation of ghosts, but ghosts.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
That movie is scary as hell.
It's got the creepy effect with the fingerprints on her skin.
It is.
But
it
there's
is.
nothing there.
Is that not scary?
It was creepy.
It's like
creepy.
I was vomiting out of fear.
Okay.
I kid you not. I watched it when I was 8.
Oh, okay. Well, we watched it in high school.
I was throwing up out of
Yeah.
fear.
Our theater teacher was a maverick, so we watched it in high school. But
You know what else I threw up out of fear? I get to say the P word in this next story. Penis. There, I
You've
said
been
it.
waiting since we've started to say that, haven't you?
Penis.
he's been trying to rush all the other stories.
I have
Yeah.
too. I have. I'm pulling strings in the background here. Kevin Bacon wants more penis in Hollywood. Sausage. Whatever you want to call it. I threw up out of fear at the movie Wild Things when he turned around in the shower. Kevin Bacon.
Growing up in fear is a problem for you, isn't it?
Yes,
Apparently,
yes.
it just happens all the time.
All the time.
Anytime somebody
I'm
walks
wondering
around a
how many
corner-
times Zero threw up in fear during Pantheon.
All the time. No, Kevin Bacon is all about gender equality.
Uh-huh.
So, Linz, if you want to step up on the soapbox too, I mean, I don't know what your stance on gender equality is. I mean, I'm for gender equality. I have yet to find too many people that are against gender equality, and if I have found them, they're not in my life really anymore.
I'm
But-
for true
I
equality.
think that most females support gender equality. Some of us do it in a way that's not as annoying and irritating as others. Because you can go overboard on
Yes.
your soapbox.
Yes, you can. Kevin Bacon doesn't think it's fair to women to have to show, nudity, or not have to show. That women show more nudity in Hollywood than men do. She does not.
So it's not fair to men.
No. It's not fair to anyone. I don't think. I agree with him 100%.
So it's not fair to the men that want to dangle their jangles,
Exactly.
and it's not fair to the women that want to see it.
Well, that's the thing. Kevin Bacon likes being naked. I'm not going to deny that either. He's said it himself. Every single movie he's ever done, he has had a scene in it with full frontal nudity. And they end up cutting that scene. Every live action movie.
The video, this Free the Bacon hashtag video
Is hilarious.
is so hilarious. I watched it probably 7 or 8 times.
Mm-hmm.
Please help me remember to link it in the description when this rebroadcasts on YouTube.
Yes.
Because it is absolutely hilarious. I just want to go hang out with Kevin Bacon now. I mean,
But-
I've always wanted to hang out with Kevin Bacon, but even more so now.
Right. He's not screaming for
Yeah,
more
of course,
censorship in
bacon.
Hollywood, though. I find it. I'm personally stuck on this story because he's not saying that women need to be less naked in Hollywood. He's saying men need to be more naked.
Absolutely.
Hollywood. And now-
Absolutely.
Now, I mean, you gotta, Linz. We're gonna have a moment here. Game of Thrones with penis. Don't you think that'd be a little bit more fun?
You know what? Game of Thrones does have penis,
Yeah, but not
They-
enough
they-
penis.
but not enough penis. Yes.
I'm
This is an
perfectly fine
issue.
with the levels of penis.
This is an
and all of
issue.
the content that I watch.
So-
I just want to make that clear.
Kevin Bacon
Right.
wants other actors to get on board with this, and he's
Ben
talking.
Affleck did. In Gone Girl.
Your wiener, your balls, and your butt.
Yep, he wants more
We
male
need
wiener
that
balls and
on
butt.
TV. Yes, yes. Did
I'm
you
going
guys?
on
I
record
mean,
to say that I'm good. Nah.
Eastern
Dan,
Promises.
yep.
Eastern Promises. Viggo Mortensen got his butt kicked, and he was naked, and there was just
Oh
butt
God,
cheeks.
that was such a.
Oh yeah,
balls.
they touch shafts.
They did.
It was naked wrestling.
They rub
was
shafts in that movie.
I had nightmares.
You never let the shaft touch.
I threw up out of fear.
Could you imagine how much better True Blood would have been if there was penis in it?
In particular.
Alex Skarsgård.
Yeah. No. What's his name, Danny? He plays the wolf guy, the werewolf.
What is his real name?
Sofia Vergara's
I
husband.
must see this.
Yeah.
But anyway, folks, make sure you go check out. Check out hashtag Free the Bacon on Twitter and check in the video description below if you're watching this on YouTube for the Kevin Bacon PSA where he says we need more male nudity in Hollywood. Free the bacon, free the wieners, free the wieners, balls and butts.
Alcide.
Yes,
Well,
Alcide, got it. That was his name on True Blood. Folks,
I am perfectly okay with there being no male genitalia in the content that I watch.
I think there needs to be more male nudity in Minus the Rumors. What do you think? No. I'm
John's
good.
got a serious look on my face all of a sudden. Like, I really hoped that you were not taking your shirt off at that moment.
No, but it's hot enough in here that I will be shortly, but not before I say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ed from Zero Plays Games. We had Crimson Rose from Crimson Rose Gaming. We had Dan and Linz from Not Quite Nerds with us tonight, and we say thank you for sticking around. Have a good night.
Yes,
Have a
indeed.
good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.